All right, guys, I am back with another bariatric video. I thank you all for listening to me and being here with me. I hope that my videos will be entertaining as well as informative. And let's begin. I need you guys to know first and foremost that I am on a reset diet where I am consuming um, protein shakes and meat strictly, and eating and drinking 30 minutes before, waiting 30 minutes after, taking my vitamins, and drinking my water. I'm not getting 64 ounces in because when I drink that protein shake and eat that meat, I'm full. So I try to get sips of water in here and there, okay? Which I know that may hurt me in the end. Um, I say all that to say this. I have brain fog. So I may say some things that don't make sense, or I may say something and it's not a complete sentence. And I've been noticing this today. So if I do that today, that's why, while I'm here with you guys. Yesterday, I left off with things that you should buy if you just wanted to buy something. I want to piggyback on the vitamins. For me, in the beginning, with the first surgery, the gastric sleeve, I took my vitamins religiously because I had this fear that if I did not take my vitamins, I would croak because those supplements were to help me to make up my deficiencies, the lack thereof. So I made sure I took my vitamins. I also knew that the vitamins price fluctuated. I would find my brand to go up and down, and then look like to me it just stayed up. And it was difficult for me to keep up with that brand. So I tried another brand, and I only tried it once, and those were the ones that you swallow. So that didn't work out too well. I purchased those around 4 or 5 months, and I took them in its entirety, but I knew not to go that way again. I went on Amazon and bought berry milk. That was my choice of vitamins and minerals. I bought the um, multivitamin with iron, zinc, and calcium. The calcium I bought twice, and I just recently threw away the second bottle. Them things for me is horrible and disgusting, and it would make me sick. So goodbye to the calcium, which is not good. I do not recommend no one doing that at all. That is why today I'm falling. I can't hardly keep my balance and stand up. So that may have something to do with calcium. Um, my multivitamins, I kept up with them as long as I could, to where it just got so expensive. I stopped taking the multivitamin. I stopped taking the multivitamin, I would say, at least 1 year out. And yeah, I just felt like I could eat, and I'm getting everything that I need from my food. And I was dealing with constipation, wasn't getting enough fiber according to my surgeon, but I think that came from me abusing enemas over the years. Now I need help with going to the bathroom. Um, Now that I've had the conversion to a gastric bypass, I wasn't taking vitamins because I was used to not taking them. And I figured because I'm able to eat, I'm getting everything I need from my food. My portions haven't changed. My plate size haven't changed. My taste buds haven't changed. Nothing changed after the conversion. So in my mind, oh, okay, back to the regular scheduled program. But I am going to say that it's not true. And the reason why I say that is not true, I don't know. I don't know. Okay? But I got 2 teeth missing on this side. I have 2 missing on this side. But after the surgery, 1. I do believe not taking the calcium, the vitamins, it will destroy your teeth. This has not been proven why I had to get my teeth extracted, but I believe it has something to do with it. I don't know. I am 53 years old. I do wear glasses. My vision, I'm seeing things that I shouldn't be seeing. And I don't mean that in a spooky way. Stuff just look distorted. Okay? It could be old age, could be my aging eyes, but I think, not getting my vitamins, my vitamin A, to support my eye health, calcium for my enamel, my dental health. Not taking my calcium, again, I'm weak, I'm falling, stumbling and stammering, and I'm putting that on not getting enough protein. My home health nurse came out and said that I'm weak, upper and lower body. I do walk with a walker, a rollator. I'm getting unexplained bruises. I don't know if this come from my dog jumping on me, but I have unexplained bruises. And I'm just tired. You can go back and look at previous videos and see I'm in the bed. I'm in the bed. I'm tired. I got a nap. Now that I'm on this reset, it's making me more fatigued to where I have to sit on the edge of the bed. I have to just wait a few seconds before I can just lift my head up off the pillow. So one would think, girl, leave that reset alone before you hurt yourself. And what I have to say to that is absolutely no. Absolutely not. Again, if you've been following me, you may know by now that I don't want to use the word obsessed, but I got a thing with being small, losing weight, and not wanting to be overweight. I've done most of the things that I've tried before bariatric surgery, and it worked. I just couldn't commit. I fall off. Post surgery, I'm trying to do the same thing that I did before surgery, and it's not working. Or if it's working, I can only last for about 2, 3 days. That's why I encourage you, and I'm going to continue to encourage you to lose the weight on your own. Fine, you want to go through with the surgery. Fine, I get it. But still try on your own to lose as much as you can, because you don't want to be on this side of the fence and you haven't met goal, and what used to work no longer work. Okay? My hair. You guys may wonder, like, why are you bald head? Because my hair fell out. I had a spot here, a spot here. It broke off up in here. Then it started breaking off up in here. Now, mind you, my hair was blonde. I think it's a combination of not taking my vitamins. Tell me this. I saw my surgeon last month. He said, "Are you taking the vitamins?" I was honest. I said, "No, I'm not." And he answered for me. He like, "Yeah, I know they could be pricey." I said, "Yeah, exactly why I haven't taken any." He said, "Well, you could take Flintstone vitamins. You could take 2 Flintstone vitamins or some prenatal pills." I have smoke coming from the top of my head. And why are you telling me this 3 years post sleeve and 9 months post bypass? Why y'all don't tell the people the truth in the beginning? Why you don't tell me that? Hey, listen here, because again, I was a healthcare provider, so I can relate to my peoples. You know what I'm saying? And all the time when I say my peoples, they weren't just black people. They was all people. Hey, check this out. Now, we recommend you take the bariatric melts or bariatric vitamins. That's ideal. But if it becomes too pricey and you can't keep up with it, then the alternative is the Flintstones children chewables. You take 2. If you can't do that, then take prenatal. Why you can't tell me the what's up? I know everyone is not me, but here I go clinging on, hanging on to dear life because I went in there and told my surgeon how I'm just fatigued and I'm always in the bed and I'm weak. Now you want to hit me with the alternative when I could have been taking that from Jump Street. Peoples, get your pen and your paper. Talk to your team, your doctor, about alternatives to the bariatric vitamins, calcium, and B12. I stopped all of that. They tell you you have to take it for the rest of your life. And I'm like, why? Because one size don't fit all. And I'm still popping. I'm not in the hospital. I got a good appetite. I'm eating any and everything when I want, how I want, where I want, or what I need a vitamin for. That's my ignorancy. So I say to you all, get your vitamins, take your vitamins. Yes, you can lose teeth. Yes, you can. I've heard of it. And like I say, I got some missing. I don't want to be gross and show you, but I got some missing. And I'm kind of thinking it's because I haven't had calcium in about 2 years and B12s. None since the conversion. Like I say, my skin, bruises. I don't know where they coming from or why they coming. I don't know, but it's scary. Um, my hair came out like spots. I don't know, y'all, but my doctor, he prescribed me a prescription prenatal, um, vitamin D, which I know my labs is low, came back low on the vitamin D. And I can't think of the other medication he prescribed. Okay. So, get your vitamins, take your vitamins, ask questions, ask about alternatives, and see what they say. But I strongly encourage you to take your vitamins so you won't have any issues or severe issues, okay? Um, I wanted to kind of like piggyback on the last video. We did talk about the vitamins, but it was something else I wanted to share with you guys that I talked about. Oh, mental illness. I made my appointment to meet with my specialist, and that's upcoming Monday. And I started back on my medication, and I stopped the medication because I felt strong. I felt good, mentally. And when I started this reset, and I was watching a video, and it was saying, how just eating meat, just protein, it can mess with your mind. And I'm like, okay, I don't need it messing with my mind. So I started back taking my medication. But yes, I have a therapist, I have a specialist that I meet with, and I get to express myself and, you know, just whatever is bothering me, okay? And that is to deal with things so I will not have to go back that way towards the refrigerator. You know what I mean? I don't have to have comfort and being consoled by food. So, mental health is important. I'm not telling you guys nothing that I'm not doing or have not tried. Okay? So I'm not I'm doing it too. Okay. So, mental health and your vitamins, your supplements, very important. Don't miss it. I think today is day 4 for me on this reset, and I was I started last Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days in, and oh, help me out, y'all. What am I trying to convey? I I don't know what I was about to say, but what I am going to say is, how do I feel? The furthest I could walk is here to the restroom. Sorry. I don't want to walk no further than that. I don't want to exhaust no energy. When I get through with you guys, I'm going to lay down, drink my water. I had a protein shake today, and I had a chicken breast that I did not finish. It is 3 o'clock. I tried to take my last meal at 6 and no later than 8 o'clock. I am going to do this reset for 1 week.
Get off my spread.